Happy Friday, everybody. Today is November 21st, 2025, and I have a message for you all today on this Question Friday. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. If you're interested in a personal reading or energy work, please feel free to check out my link tree for more information. That said, today's question of the day that I've chosen, and my spirit team, by the way, because they were heavily involved in the selection process, is how do I create the life that I want? So this question wasn't asked in that exact form, but it came in many different ways, such as, how do I change my circumstances? Or how do I get to where I want to get to? Right? So all of those questions and others sort of come together in this particular question. So this is why I chose to name it. How do I create the life I want to? Right? So I don't know who is going to be answering that question today. So that said, let's begin and find out who has the answers. Okay? When it comes to creation, many do not fully understand the concept. You see, creation does not begin outside of yourself, but rather begins within. It begins with a thought. It begins with a desire. Now, why do some creations appear and others do not? Let us speak of this. First and foremost, when it comes to creation, you must know that you have to align with that which you want to create. For instance, if you wish to find a loving relationship with a partner, you must first know what love is for the self in order to align with love outside of yourself. When it comes to manifesting and creating materialistic matters, abundance, prosperity, more tangible things, the process is a little different. Let us first say that creation does not require or does not respond to morality or kindness. It is not a prerequisite. You do not have to be a good person. However, you must know what you want. You must believe it possible. And most importantly, you must believe yourself worthy of that which you want to create. This is where many struggle. This is why many do not see the creations materialize. Let go of your expectations as to how the creations come to be. And know within that you deserve, not with the mind, but within, that you deserve something different, something better. something that is more in alignment with who you are and the version of you you are growing into still. If you find yourself in a position where you do not quite know what it is you seek, let us give you advice. A soul that has been deprived of love, self-love in particular, becomes uninspired. The first thing you should do if you do not know what it is you want, feed the soul. Practice self-love. How do you practice self-love? Self-love is when you set boundaries. Self-love is when you give to the self, when you learn that your wants and needs matter in a world that continuously pushes the needs of others before yours. Self-love is necessary in order for you to give love. Yet, many do not understand this concept. Growth and expansion can never be found in the familiar. Growth and expansion comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Push yourself, challenge yourself. Experience things that are out of your routine. That is how you ignite inspiration. That is how you ignite a spark within you that you have not lost, but that merely lay dormant. You are not broken. You have just been asleep, and it is now time to wake up and reignite all those parts of you that you have once known or have never known. Feed the self. Feed the soul. Become inspired. Grow from there, and you will find that your creations will actually come to be for as long as you accept that what your mind may wish may not be what your soul desires. Be open. Know that you can. Look within so that you may see and find all that you wish in your external world. That is what we consider to be creation. That is how true creation begins. That is how true creation comes to be, not only in your human existence, but in all other existences too. I am Metatron. Okay, that was a long message. For me, at least. Archangel Metatron today on creation, creating the life that we want, reminding us that it comes from within. We can't create something by fixing it on the outside. Now, I will add to this, because obviously not everything is part of the message. So basically, when we want something and we have done some of those things that he mentioned, action is naturally that it follows. So in other words, is when we feel inspired action follows. So action is necessary at some point, but it all starts within. So if you're struggling and you're wanting to change your life, don't look outside of yourself where you can make changes in your environment. Look to within first. That's what he's telling us. I mean, this is something that I do believe many don't know. Okay? We look within to heal. We look within to kind of overcome things. But we don't necessarily do that when we want to make changes in our lives or create something. So I appreciate Metatron's explanation and message today. Let me know what you think, as always, and stay tuned for more. Bye.